Welcome to the Mischief. I'm Valen, and this is Feed the Beast StoneBlock 3. Today I'm going to be automating a lot of resources being processed, plus I'm going to start off on my egg-sighting path into chickens. So I've got a little problem, and it's actually a good problem to have. That is this chest here is full with stuff, and I've been taking out all the nuggets of experience. I'm putting them over here at my enchanting area because I figure that just makes sense if I want to level up and stuff to enchant things. But that I still run out of space. Yeah, and there's still more stuff to be ground up, and this wasn't as much stuff as I had thought it was. So I'm thinking this needs to be automated a bit because I still have things that need to go up above and get ground up. But I mean, I really don't have the space for the output either. So I'm going to need to get that taken care of today. As much as I could probably just have something very simple going into like a furnace or even a blast furnace, I feel like I need to be a little bit more thorough than what I've been doing. And I think it's a matter of washing and perhaps even smelting in a couple of different manners. But I need to have it a little more automated. So I was looking at the pipes mod, and perhaps I can use some of that because if anything, there it is. I've got a whole bunch of upgrades for it. And these have just been dropping from some of the loot chests as well as loot bees and things like that that have just like spawned up in here. But yeah, oh, also, don't forget that Sound Muffler is in here. So if I look at this Enderman, you notice he's not, you don't get that really loud, overpowering sound anymore. Okay, hold still. I didn't turn off his sounds, just the sounds that he makes from the stair. So it was rather simple. You just do a search in here for Enderman, and then you can see here that I have this one currently muted. You can even sample the sounds if you want beforehand, just so you can decide if you want them to be muted or not. I found out that one to be especially nice. But yeah, item pipes. There's also fluid pipes, energy pipes, gas pipes, and the universal ones, which takes one of each of the first three. But I need to make a bunch of these first, the droppers. I've got a bunch of iron and redstone, so let's get started with that. There we go, one stack of item pipes. That should last me at least a few minutes worth of time here, though I'm probably only going to be using like one or two. Hey, either way, let's see what we can do with these item pipes. I'm wondering if I can have it so that these depots, if they're fed items, if they can differentiate the item coming off of it. I haven't played with item pipes since I did the bit by bit on that, and that was a long time ago. So let's see what I can find out here. Are there any UIs on there, or do I need to put an upgrade on here? Let's see what the different upgrades are. Oh, I forgot. I should also have myself some other parts. I'm going to need a pipe wrench and maybe even a filter destination tool. That's going to be useful. So let's get some flint and brass rods. Okay. I've got some brass up here, so let's put that in. I also made a brass or a rod gold cast. I just took one of the stone sticks and poured an ingot of gold over it. So that should take care of that. We now have 2 ingots in there, and I can pour this. That took up, oh, not even 1 ingot's worth. 1 pipe wrench, done. Okay, so I don't know if this does anything with it. If it's like, okay, changes it from input to output and stuff. So if I do this, then it's going this direction. If I do that, it's going that direction. At least that's my interpretation of it. Let's just take a straight up advanced pipe upgrade and put it in here. There we are, and then we get a few options. Filter mode, whitelist, or blacklist. This is what we want. So we want to blacklist certain items, and I need to have those in my inventory to do so. I don't want this. Any of these crushed ores I definitely do not want as part of the blacklist. I didn't realize that I could just shift click on this page instead. That's pretty useful. And I accidentally grabbed some raw zinc instead of some crushed zinc. Apparently that is in here too, needs to go. So this should blacklist any of these things being pulled out from this inventory. And so anything else should come out and go into another system. In this case, let's just try a regular chest and see how it goes, or a barrel even. That works for me. And if I put down something on here, like, let's say, crushed iron, put that on place, nothing happens. Okay. And when it finished, all the outputs came out. Well, that's perfect. I mean, that's all I'm really looking for here. So what I need to do is somehow hook it up to this storage controller. Now I could probably just use pipes to go underground with it. That would be easy enough. But I think there are other ways I might be able to do it. I don't know if I can make another storage controller and link these two together or something. So what I think I'm going to do here is actually kind of do the same thing as the road commission does. Kind of dig a trench and then seal it back over again. But I will have a pipe going through underground so I'm not seeing it. Now usually I do really like to have pipes being visible, but in this case I'm going to kind of make an exception. There we go, we've got the storage controller right there. In this case I'm going to have that come out. Ooh, I definitely don't want that connecting to that, so let's eliminate that connection. Yeah, that would be a problem, but I have another solution for a garbage can, by the way, so no worries. And thankfully the advanced pipe upgrade saved all the settings that I had in place there, so that's pretty convenient. Now if I have nuggets of experience, those need to go elsewhere. So what I'm kind of thinking is that I might have those go over to this area, and then these automatically go into this one for automatic processing, shall we say. Also, many of you in the comments have noticed that there was a misalignment here, and in fact you are correct. I placed the these in the wrong spot. They're facing the wrong direction, so the water wheels are actually going the wrong way. Plus, I want to put down some bubble elevators in the back, so that's something that I plan on fixing as well. And now that I'm looking at the order of things and how this is going to come down here and then go over to here and then go back over this way, I feel like I need to reverse a few things. So let me switch these two sections around, and then we can also do something different with that pipe upgrade. Okay, so first I'm going to have this. When I put items into this chest, it'll go down into here. Actually, I should even be able to put it in this one. And raw materials, because, you know, when I put the ore in here, it comes through, turns into raw. Then I need to put it back up top again, and it crushes it into the crushed version. Well, I'm going to automate that as well. Looks like I'm going to automate a bunch of stuff today, so definitely meeting my quota for automating things. But I need to remove this, and that should automatically take any of these raw ores out. So let's grab some of this stuff, put a raw ore. Yep, it went straight back up to the top for automatic reprocessing. Great. But these are only the few ores that I currently have, which there's only 5 of them that I have in this thing. So I have to put new ones in there every time, or else it won't grab it and it'll just leave it in the bottom here. I have no output yet for the XP, so I think that's going to be next on my agenda. So let's create an output, insert this, and then I need to add one of these pipe upgrades, and then I can just add this in there. So that is the only thing on there for a whitelist. It's just these nuggets of experience to go out. Then I can reconnect this. It did use quite a bit of the this stuff here, the pipe, but that's okay. I don't mind. I kind of like having the pipes running around. I could probably have things teleporting around the base, but honestly for now this is fine. Let's see. So I've got 3.2k, and oh, looks like that one's already filled up there. 1.3k. Oh, it's already increasing. So this is good. It's working. So the main problem is going to be the rest of this ore is currently a problem in here. Let's actually put a bunch of this XP in there. Oh, this is great. I'm really liking that it's automatically going over there. I'm going to have to expand the storage for that as well. It's not nearly big enough. So what I then need to have done is this stuff go into here, then get washed. Then it goes down and up into here, gets cooked, which I might change this because I don't think that the soul fire is the way to go. I think it needs to be smelted in a different way. This will smelt into 1 iron, but it'll wash into iron nuggets, which then just need to be auto-crafted. So I don't even need that. Yeah, it's the same with each case. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't need to have a lava setup over here. Oh my gosh. That's more like it. I think this is going to be a little bit more of a manual process at the moment for the haunting stuff as well as the plates. And I can always add something into these with another advanced pipe upgrade. Actually, does this one have? This one's got stuff configured on it. Let's put this in place. Yeah, we're going to just remove all those and leave that in there. This one doesn't have one, so we're going to put one there. And this way I can filter things. So anything that comes off of here should go into this system. Now I just need to connect this to this. And I think just going straight across here in this little corner is probably going to be the way to go. I will need to be careful though, because it's going to want to just grab things straight away, I think. So if I do this, it's already starting to take things. I'm going to want to put in here things like this for whitelist, blacklist. So we don't want those things to automatically be grabbed out of here and tried being put into the system, which I think some of it already has tried. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what it's doing. Is it? I'm so confused. All right, I shouldn't have blacklisted. I should have whitelisted just these items. So only those things go in. And then this will have those only the outputs of these go down and around. I have no idea what happened to the rest of this stuff. If I need another drawer to catch things or what. I'm going to have that be part of this setup just because I figure, there we go. It can catch any outputs that might overflow that shouldn't be in here as well. Because these ones are all predetermined already and should only accept the items that are in there. Whereas this one doesn't have anything. And might accept other stuff. I don't know. If I put this in here, or the iron, that doesn't seem to be increasing, so I think we're okay. So there we have it. All this stuff is slowly being automated. It's being washed and then automatically going into my compacting drawers, which may need upgrading at some point because look, we've already got 49 of these. It can hold 512, so I figure we've got a little bit of space still to go. But either way, that is now automated. I just need to input in here any kind of ores to get crushed. And there we have it. It doesn't really look much different. Just a little addition of a couple pipes here and there, and the setup is working quite well. I'm very pleased with that. Now to try and come up with some methods to start getting more resources. I have been using... Oh, did I use up all the coal? Oh shoot, it stopped. It's not being used. Okay, I'm wasting coal now. So here's what I've been doing to move this temporarily, is toss this in here. It then goes into the tablet, then I can toss the tablet over into this other one. Yep, it's currently set to tablet into the pool. This one is set to pool into the tablet. So once it's done teleporting stuff into the tablet, which I think it is because it was already partly full, toss it in there and just transport out like a half a pool at a time temporarily. I might save a little bit, like 1 stack of coal. I have this currently filled up, so I've just been storing up a bunch of mana because I have plenty of uses for this stuff later on. Before I get into resources, there was something that I still needed to take care of, and I'm going to use a petal apothecary to resolve the issue. If you remember before, I had a cactus, and I was trying to just use the resources that I was getting for free from like bee drops and stuff like that, but I figure at this point it's probably a good idea to, let's grab one of these, convert it into that, and I can use these as trash cans. More or less, petal apothecary with a bucket of lava in it is going to be a very useful trash can. So by putting this down here, that actually seems a bit low. I was hoping it would be a bit higher and I could put the trapdoor a bit closer to the top, but I can't with this in place. So maybe I take this off of here and I move it to another location. Instead I put it, oh, look at this. I'm glad I put this over here to catch extra stuff. I'm getting some other items that I wasn't expecting. And that, in this case, is a bunch of gunpowder. Grabbing my spare bucket of lava, I now have a way of throwing things out. So let's just toss those in, and they're gone. Done. I was also finding it to be pretty useful to have one over here by the mob farm. Gosh, it's so loud. Because I keep getting things like bows and whatnot. I haven't filtered out the results of this as effectively as I would like. That is something that I could easily do now, but I can just toss these or any other drops that I accidentally pick up into here, and they're garbage. Get out of here. So it would seem, by doing some pipes work here, I have claimed a few miscellaneous rewards for this. Looks like there's some other stuff here. I did see in the pack, I don't find it on here. I would think that it would be in here. Would be travel anchors as well. And I'm kind of thinking I would like to make some of these, but they are rather expensive. 4 blocks of iron per travel anchor. But I'm thinking it could really speed up a lot of travel getting down there, even faster than the those ones that I currently have. So maybe I do a few of those, and then we'll get into beginnings of some resource making. Okay, there we have 4 travel anchors and the travel staff, which I don't know if I really need that per se. Oh, looks like some of the items I got was chocolate cake and a skillet. Okay, for my rewards. Not a problem. But I'm thinking I need, or would like to have one here in the Britannia area. Put one down, and then I think if I sneak click, is it with nothing in my hand? Yep. I can just call it Britannia. And then when I hold the travel staff, it highlights and actually names it such. Then over here by the mob farm, I can do the same thing. I can mine one of these up. I think I'd like to have a little bit of space at the very least, putting that there. And I can put one here that's just called simply main, which then gives me access to walking down the travel, and I've got kind of access here. It's just a general area. And then if I have the staff anytime I want, I can teleport to main, Britannia, mob farm, very simply. Oh, can I not get... Oh, apparently there are certain distance restrictions that I'm going to have here. Yeah, look at this. I can't even teleport to this mob farm here. That's so weird. And I can use it to just teleport around as well. Though there is a cooldown on it. Once upon a time you could spam this thing like crazy. But if we open up the quest book and we start looking at resources, passive resources, there's budding crystals, chicken chasers, and laser drills. I think I'm going to try the chicken chasers. I've never done chickens before. I've told that they're really OP and a little bit grindy, but I don't know. I figure I'll at least give it a try and see if I like it. And the first thing I need to make is a chicken chaser, which looks like it's just made of the egg, feather, and stick. Not a problem. And I've got a bunch of eggs saved up. Gosh, that mob farm is so loud. If I could like put just a muffler in that area, it would make a lot more sense. There we are, one chicken catcher, which if I look up the quest on that, it says chicken catcher can be used on chicken mobs to turn them into items, which is ideal. So I need to actually create chickens. How do I make a chicken? Because I've got all these other chickens that I can make as well, but this allows me to just turn them into an item, so it's not actually an entity in the world at least. But let's continue on with what the quest is saying. Make a breeder. The breeder allows you to automatically breed chickens as items using seeds. And the roost will simulate chicken items as if they were mobs, slowly generating their drops. Ah. So I'm going to need the breeder to make the different types, and I'm going to need the roost in order to make the resources. But there's also chickens that you can craft. These chickens can be crafted directly, and there's a big list in here for each one of them. If you click on one, you can see you just need an egg and a whole bunch of different resources. And as we have one of those up there, that's pretty darn good for me. So I put them all over here on the left just so that I could see which ones I have access to. And I have to say, most of them are not that impressive, but there is something like a log chicken I could start with. And like another quartz chicken is great as well, but I don't have any, or not much for nether quartz at least. Oh wait, yeah I do. I have more than enough. Nether quartz chicken would be pretty nice, as well as a wooden one. And I'm thinking I could have these just output into drawers very simply, and then just upgrade the drawers with voids if I need to. But I think it'll be just fine. So let's start with a log chicken and another quartz chicken. I think those ones are probably going to be the most useful to me right now, because I do often need wood. And this is good though, don't get me wrong. I have plenty in here, so maybe I do start with another quartz one. Take a bunch of those and an egg. Now you probably also notice I've got these trapdoors up here. I made it as a platform so that I could just kind of get up here. Actually, it's not working as easily as I thought it would be, and place things where I need to. In this case, I'm going to put the egg in the center and then the nether quartz all around. And there we have it. You notice that the speed that it runs is considerably slower than what it was before because I slowed it down. And I still haven't fixed the water wheels and such, but I will get to that, probably between episodes, because you guys don't need to see any of that stuff. Another quartz chicken. So let's make some breeders and some roosts. I think I'll make maybe like 2 or 3 of these breeders and a lot of roosts. It's going to take, these are all planks and some hay bales. All right, so I just need a whole bunch of hay. So I made this egg-shaped room with the expectation that I would probably fill up the stuff around the outer edge, or maybe embed the critters into the walls. I'm undecided as of yet. I figure there's not so many that I can't just put them in both of these walls on either side and then have the resources coming out from there. But let's start with that, shall we? Actually, yeah, I probably don't have enough space, but either way, that's a start of 16 roosts. If I take the roost here and I put another quartz chicken in there. Oh, okay, so this is like agricraft. It's got growth 1, gain 1, strength 1. So if I breed these together, if I make another one, maybe it'll make something better? I don't know. All right, so that's just straight up getting me nether quartz, and that's not a bad thing. I wonder if I take 2 nether quartz chickens, if I get myself a better version. So maybe I go make a second one. Okay, so nether quartz chicken number 2 is done. I can put that in there. I can take this one here, and I can put it in here with this one. Oh. Does it... Wait, I am so confused what each of these do. What is... Can I put it over here even? Nope. This must be the seeds. Okay, and then I can put them like that. And it's got the little... Oh, that's cute. That's really cute with the little curtain. So then I don't know what the possibility is of an outcome for that. Is it just per seed? I think I might wait to find out what this results with, if anything. Oh, and then we have it. Another quartz chicken, and it's got better stats. Okay, so then I can do this, continue breeding those up with another seed, and then probably get rid of this old one. Now here's another question, is that if it's got its stats better, like growth 323 in this case, and I breed it with a different chicken to make a new type of chicken, like glass or glowstone or something like that, osmium, lava, then will it keep those stats on the new offspring? I guess I'll find out once I have a couple of these breeding. Okay, so I could see how this could be a bit tedious, but honestly, it's the idea that you should be off doing something else in the meantime. So let's make another chicken that this can breed with, perhaps? Like a yellow chicken. I just need a bunch of sulfur dust or yellow dye, and then I can use it to make a glowstone chicken. And then I can test to find out if the improved stats are kept over on when it's crossbred like that. There we have it, 1 yellow chicken. Now to try and breed this. And in fact, I feel like if I take this one, let's take these 2 kids out of here. The one that we just got, 545, and we'll take this one here that has 111, add in some seeds, and we'll see if there's any kind of difference, if it comes out with a glowstone chicken, or yellow, or even nether quartz, because I think it's just a chance of getting a different chicken. Yeah, it's a 20% chance for that. Then we can figure out, just from its offspring, if it will have increased stats. And if it's worth breeding it up first to increase the stats, or if it's a waste of time. Oh, and look at that. Another quartz chicken, 545. Okay, well, I can still try again. I got a 1 in 5 chance of that actually coming out with the right one. But in the meantime, I can just put this one in here, and it can start producing... Oh, wow, look how fast that actually goes in comparison to Let's see, this 111. Yeah. So I think all these other chickens that I've been breeding that have lesser stats, I've got a great idea for what to do with them. We're going to set them free into the lava. Cooked chimkin, that's right. Meanwhile, we'll keep this one really good one, and this other really good one, and oh, look at that glowstone chicken! We got it! Alright. So that completes another quest, and that gets us the completion of the chickens. And I got a laser connector from Laser.io. Okay, cool. And I think what I can do at this point, yeah, it's saying you need something in here. I'm gonna probably spend some time to start breeding these up. I might do it between this episode and the next one. I might not, because I think I'm gonna do another recording right away. But this is definitely an interesting concept, and I can have things set up. And maybe not, I don't know that I'm going to automate the breeding, but I'll definitely automate the resource gathering, and maybe even the processing as well. And just because I am curious, I'm going to put down a compacting drawer, and I'm going to take out the nether quartz that's in here, and we're going to see what happens when I put it in. It seems to work. Oh my gosh, so you can go forwards and backwards with it. And you can make quartz bricks. That's pretty good. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, please be sure to give a like, comment, subscribe. And as always, please come visit us on Twitch, where we have streams regularly. We also have a second channel called Mischief of Mice 2, where the VODs from our streams are currently being uploaded. Tune in next time for a little bit more progress on Feed the Beasts, StoneBlock 3.